Hey everyone, Ariel Adams here with aBlogtoWatch. Please subscribe to our videos on YouTube and like this video if you find it useful. This is a review of the Suunto Spartan Ultra Fitness Smartwatch. This is a pretty cool watch. I enjoyed it a lot. This video is a complement to the written review that's on aBlogtoWatch.com right now. And I'm just going to be sort of showing off a few of the things as well as going in a little bit depth and discussing my feelings about this watch. The first thing that you need to know about this watch is that when you order it, you have the option of customizing what it looks like. What does that mean? Well, the strap color, this part of the case, the bezel, the pushers, even the finishing of some of these elements can be customized. And you can also have a personalized statement there. I had it say, "Work hard, Ariel," so I could remind myself because this is a fitness watch. As a fitness watch, this really focuses on a few key features, and that is what I'll call outdoor exploration. This is a GPS watch, and Suunto is pretty good with their GPS technology. This is a high-end product, which means it's trying to do a lot of things really well. It tries not to make too many sacrifices in doing those things well, so it doesn't do too many things, but it tries to be the most precise, the most reliable, the most accurate in a lot of its measurements. And I can't say for sure whether or not it is, but I do know that Suunto has put in a lot of technology and effort to making sure that if you are a discerning outdoors enthusiast looking for state-of-the-art technology, that their watch is very compelling to you. There are a lot of Suunto fitness watches and a lot of Suunto smartwatches and all kinds of combinations in between. This right now, like I said, is the highest end model that they feature. One of the things that I like the best of this, other than the sapphire crystal, is the fact that it has an always on screen. Suunto doesn't use Android or any other operating systems that have shared platforms with other makers. Suunto uses their very own system. When I first started using this watch, I never saw any notifications, like phone notifications and things like that, which led me to believe that this was not a notification watch. It is a notification watch, meaning you can get things like missed calls and text messages and emails and things like that. I haven't actually been wearing this one today. But by default, I think it was turned off, and I actually prefer it without any of its, I'll call it traditional connectivity functions of a smartwatch. I prefer that this watch talks to my phone, tells about my workout and things like that. The full color screen here is quite nice, and in combination with the three pushers, this is of course a touch screen. It's not as fancy as some of the other ones. You can't tilt or pinch and zoom, but you definitely can more or less understand how to use it with a little bit of a learning curve by understanding the basic functions. One of the things which is interesting about this watch is that it really focuses a lot on GPS functionality. So actually it might not be connected to a phone right now, so it might not do this. But the mapping feature is truly fantastic, and in the written review of this, I take this watch on a hike and I show sort of exactly what it can do. But I'm just sort of showing you the various areas here. Again, it's pretty limited. Logbook, navigation. Navigation is really fun because you can put waypoints or points of interest and things like that. So if you're not actively in an exercise mode, you can still track those things and find your way home, which is a really big deal. So let me get back here. Not a lot of options when it comes to customization. Here we go to like watch face, for example, and we see the options. It's more than Garmin, but they're still not super exciting. And then within there, you can make further customization. So I like this one, yes, and you can mess with the colors and stuff like that. It's a basic level of customization, but I wouldn't say that you get a watch like this strictly for the ability to have your own personalized dial. You can customize the dial here to see altitude, second time zone, steps taken. Exercise is really what you're going to be doing a lot with this, and you can populate a list of the most common exercises that you have. So I just, for the hell of it, chose this type of list. I have hiking as my top one because that is what I do most with this watch, and in the review I actually take this watch on a hike and discuss what that's like. So let me put the watch on the wrist, and I also want to mention that it doesn't have a rear-mounted heart rate sensor like a lot of modern fitness smartwatches do. Suunto offers an available chest strap which goes around your chest and is able to take your heart rate more accurately, but in my opinion less conveniently than something that has the LED lights on the back of the case. Very, very lightweight, super comfortable. Suunto did an excellent job of ergonomics. It's probably one of the prettiest, even though it has a simple design, fitness smartwatches out there. The GPS functionality is great. I have no complaints there. It's quick, it's precise, it's responsive. Again, I was testing it outdoors and in a not so dense city area, but again, I found it to be quite good. Battery life, about a day. Here's the charger. This is sort of one of the things that is a little bit of a mixed bag. You can see that it's magnetic. Now, in the scheme of magnetic chargers, it works pretty well, but I still like for there to be a clip. And so with the charger, you put it on there, and you know what? It's pretty secure, but I still like the notion that if I'm charging it, as a USB charger, if you're connecting to a battery and you put it in a bag or you're driving or something like that, the last thing you want is for this to have accidentally disconnected and for your watch to not be charged. But again, in the scheme of magnetic ones, Suunto has usage of probably the best magnets. I will warn you, however, that if you are a mechanical watch wearer and you're storing your mechanical watch with this is a very powerful magnet, and it will not turn out well for your mechanical watches if they're not magnetically shielded. Prices for the Suunto Spartan Ultra go up to about $970 for this fancy model, and there's a lot of tiers going up to it. Do you need to spend top dollar for the best Suunto Spartan? Maybe not. Maybe you can go a few steps down if you're willing to sacrifice some cosmetic things, because you do sort of pay heavily for some of the customization and some of the sexier cosmetic features like this kind of gold-toned bezel and pushers. But I think for a little bit less money, you can get a really robust fitness smartwatch. As a daily smartwatch, yeah, you could wear it, but it's probably going to do a lot less things than your Apple Watch or your Android Wear-based smartwatch, just given the fact that those platforms are more robust, have third-party software and things like that. If your aim is fitness and you want to look cool while doing it and you want a really good high-performance machine, the Suunto Spartan Ultra is definitely something that you should put on your list. You can see the full review on aBlogtoWatch. Thanks.